So
find this Petrescu fella.
yeah, I normally cut the streams off. Kind of like a decent time. I don't want to be an hour. I don't want to do an hour again. I keep doing that. Like I have so much fun, and then the shit ends up being an hour long, and then people don't want to watch my content. So I know I wouldn't want to watch an hour long video. Well, actually, I do. I do watch.
Stop it now, Albert. Stop it.
Oh shit! Damn. For you. Hey man, what happened, bro?
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat your face.
I found the recruiter you were expecting. He's dead, but he carried a note. The Wet Boot Boys have accepted your application.
I knew it! I told you I was tough enough. I'll be free soon.
You lost the way, boy. You're gonna die eventually. Everyone's gonna die, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna get the worst ending possible. Don't mind me, just face eating business, as usual. Remember when I was a kid and like Twilight came out? And like it was on TV one time and I was like, damn, this movie boring as fuck. And then like I was at work today. And I was like, yo, stop talking. They just talking, go on and talk and talk and I don't know, like nothing really happens. And stuff really like interesting happens, it's just it's near the end of the fucking movie. All the rats.
No, not now. Not me, please. I'll be good.
Ooh, thanks for the gun, bro. Door key. Door is forward. What's up, lady?
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested
I
in a
know
miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really?
She got
Why
the
didn't I
fox
hear
fur.
about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Let's trade.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Absolutely nothing. Can I sell this? You want this dirty ass hatchet? Take this. This shit is awful. We got a whole bunch of schmickles now.
The Swanborough cordial can be the answer to all your problems. As long as you
How you
have
doing,
the
sir?
money.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help.
What the hell about you?
I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
Looking for a nurse.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane? from the Pembroke Hospital. Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
Thanks for info, buddy.
Even the flu is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Hey, listen, lady, no one's here. Just talking to yourself. I was trying to run backwards. Oh shit.
I'm not afraid anymore. I died in this trench a long time ago.
Codeine, boys. Codeine. He did, bro. Whoa, what? Nice. That's fucking disgusting. That's on some bloodlines. That's on some bloodline shit. I mean, Vampire the Masquerade. And bloodlines. I really want to make this game like the worst possible ending. I want everyone to fucking die. They got the goodies. I hate when you feel like there's a door that can open and then it don't open. I'm in the stream at 3. I'm dying. I'm dying of hunger and I'm dying to sleep. Ooh, hideout. Time to craft. Upgrade it. Please let me upgrade it. Oh yeah. For 2.5 blood points when the weapon hits. Decreased stamina consumption. Yeah, definitely. Wait, what? But you can't do either or? Oh, fuck. Oh, that's unfortunate. I just bamboozled myself. I'm an idiot. Increase stamina. Whoa, wait a minute. No. This has to be upgraded. That's 265 damage. What about blood stream? 230. What's the cost? Cost is 25. That's 25. I guess I should. Yeah, I just make this better. Throw a large blood stream which can pass your enemies in front of you. Smash projectile will deal greater damage than before. Constantly create 3 small blood streams which can hit all enemies facing you. Break the base ability, range, and individual damage is reduced. Other than the big motherfuckers, that sounds about right. Dead. Yeah, I just want this place to go into fucking chaos. I'll make fucking sure of it. Everyone does. I wish I could go back to the days when JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was just a niche anime. Not because of the memes, just mainstream as fuck. It's kinda sad. This weird ass bitch. She just talks to herself over and over. There's no one to stop.
What do you want?
I want to eat your face.
Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
What you doing over there? I got bronchitis. Just
No
annoying
one's
as
there. I cannot enter.
Stick in the trash, bro. Let's see how am I gonna go around now. Look at the environment. This game looks nice and all, but the lighting is all over the place, especially on the character. I don't know, he just looks too fucking bright.
Swanborough cordial can be the answer
Even
to
in dark
all your
areas.
problems. As long as you have the money.
Not a big deal though. Hey, my boy Martin in the stream, welcome. How am I gonna get to this guy? Oh, I'm the wrong damn way. Bro, Lego Yoda is screaming somewhere.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius,
graphics
how
pop
could
in,
you know
please?
he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
I'm tracking you, alright.
It's locked.
Open this damn door.
I must
Oh,
talk
shit.
to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
That fucker never caught. What up, man?
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
You don't look like a doctor.
Right then. Show me what you have.
How's it going, sir?
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for
And
you.
then you like to
Another
have
journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't
Colossus
remember
Joe.
asking for your service, sir.
Yeah, fuck.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
I mean, I'm gonna buy this face off. You okay, man? He's so hype. It's like, hey, man, do you see Cyberpunk? Man, they got the guns, they got the cars. And he just walks off. Excuse me, sir. I got questions.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
What's wrong with I was like, yo, what's wrong with science and this fucking bishop right here?
Don't you fear getting sick yourself?
I've been touched by God's grace. I am perfectly healthy.
Is he really? Wow. I know you touch little boys though, so you gotta die.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
Well, I ain't, no, you don't like nurses?
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
What does that even mean?
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
So God told him, like, yeah, world ending. Man, could I even go in there? I was a vampire. What the hell?
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
I feel like that's what I'm
Not
more
much,
like when
afraid.
I'm like 50
They
years
are
old.
wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
Looks like Will Smith from Pursuit of Happiness. We're not gonna talk about that.
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
Never goes out, you say?
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
No, he was like a darker version of Mr. Henry. With just more hair. Only like 2 or 3 friends would get that joke. Oh shit. You shouldn't be around. Oh shit. You shouldn't be around the church. Man, this charging system needs to go. Motherfucking blood spear. I told you we got the Edgybois. Is that him? Excuse me, sir.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
How about your face?
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an
His
old
bars
political
was weak.
activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Damn.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
Well, damn.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
Never heard of her. He came all the way here just for you to not hear about a bitch. I am Confucian. Give me the fucking flowers. Give me the fucking flowers. Find the mailbox. He's like, yeah, he went to go to his mailbox.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
We're gonna manipulate him to be our dinner. What up, mama?
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few
You're
questions,
gay.
if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
You should open up now.
Goodbye.
Bro, she's not giving no fucking head.
Take care of
no point in
yourself
talking to her.
as best you can.
She's not a thought though. She's just I mean, she knows she
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Yeah, man to man. And now you gotta talk to me.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor,
We
sick,
don't.
and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
You're gonna regret it. I'm gonna eat her, and I'm gonna eat you. He shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have done it. That's his ass.
It's locked, all right.
I'm gonna take your shit.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also
Snitches
run
don't get
this
stitches
little
around here.
print
They
shop.
get their fucking face eaten. Sadly, can't mesmerize.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
I mean, your face putting me through all that bullshit. Alright, boys, end the stream here. We're gonna talk to Dorothy next time. Everyone's gonna die in this game. Keep in mind that. You shouldn't have let my ass in there. I'm gonna drink all their fucking blood, dude. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, man. I'm gonna do it.